Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and I've got a few delicious stories for you I'll be sharing in this video. Yummy, yummy, delicious stories. I'll be starting with this one, the Daily Hodl. The headline reads as follows. Ripple-backed startup pushing to bring XRP to $140 billion gaming industry and announces slew of partnerships. And even in the intro here, I'll just share with you the reason this is legitimately important for us as XRP holders, in particular if they get traction with this, is on the very simple level, it's going to dramatically impact supply and demand dynamics with XRP. That's it. Just at its core, that's what this. I'll share with you the specifics in just a moment, but I love all sorts of use cases being built out specifically around XRP. And as you know what, as it turns out, with XRP's technical attributes, including its blazing fast speed and almost non-existent fees for transactions, it's perfectly suited to move money around the planet. I've also got this headline from AMB Crypto. XRP on-demand liquidity indices see increased liquidity as asset surges. All fantastic headlines. And check out this one. Oh, this might be my favorite headline, actually, in this video. Take a look at this. XRP price soars as alt market eats into Bitcoin's dominance. Tell you what, I know what I hate, and I don't hate that. If you would please, before we go any further, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please ever so delicately tap the like button, but don't smash the like button, because if you do, you might break it. And if there's a repair bill or a replacement necessary, you will be paying for it. Okay, Moonlight, I'm not going to be footing that bill. You'll be breaking my stuff up in my channel. Don't be doing that. And also, go ahead and subscribe to the Moon Lambo channel, because you know you ain't got nothing better to do with your time, and you can just enjoy the dulcet tones coming from the mouth of Moon Lambo. Soothing. All right, into this first piece now. Ripple-backed Forte is revealing a slew of new partnerships in its push to bring blockchain technology and XRP to the $140 billion video game industry. According to a press release, Forte has partnered with Gallium Studios, Monster Ideas, Penrose, and GC Turbo. The partners will use Forte's blockchain-based technology to allow gamers to manage and control in-game assets and economies. Here's a quote. Together, Forte and its portfolio of developer partners are exploring, validating, and integrating new gameplay and economic designs in both existing and future games. Some enhance popular gameplay mechanics like earning in-game cosmetics and player rewards. Others explore more radical concepts such as, guild ownership and governance, and in-game services offered by players to other players, and community-generated experiences. Interesting. Yeah, that's not something that is so much done in 2020. Now, Ripple partnered with Forte back in March of 2019, creating a $100 million fund to fuel the development of games that incorporate the Interledger protocol, with XRP serving as a base pair settlement. So Forte's co-founder and chief operating officer, Kent Wakeford, says the company's platform is designed to let gamers buy and sell non-fungible tokens using XRP. So it's interesting. I mean, I will always acknowledge this. Right now, as we're sitting here, XRP, the reason that its price goes up is the same reason that other altcoins surge. It's just people are betting on the asset class as a whole. But I firmly believe that real problem solving around cryptos, it's going to be required for the long-term viability of any cryptocurrency. If it's going to have staying power, if XRP is going to have staying power, it better functionally do something. And I believe increasingly that will matter when it comes to investing. But in the short term, it's just, I know it's kind of comical, and I kind of wish it weren't the case, but it's an immature asset class. People are still trying to figure stuff out. And right now, the fact that XRP does stuff doesn't really matter in the short term in terms of, I mean, it matters in the real world because XRP is being used to solve a real problem, multiple problems actually, but from the speculator's perspective, it's like, ooh, another coin. And they're just not sufficiently parsing out the difference. Most people aren't anyway. I am, and maybe you are if you're listening to a channel like this. Maybe you're well-researched or you're at least on the path to figuring this out if you're new to this space, in which case, welcome. But it will matter more in the future. Now, in the meantime, it's a hell of a ride, and XRP specifically, I love this. Take a look at this headline. XRP on-demand liquidity indices see increased liquidity as asset surges. XRP has found its major use in the remittance market through Ripple's on-demand liquidity service. The service has been able to boost financial access between countries with an underbanked population, and among those was Latin America too. BitSo has been a prominent cryptocurrency exchange in Mexico, and its partnership with Ripple has managed to bridge the cross-border payments. According to the company's head of finance, Barbara Gonzalez Brazeno, I'm sure I'm butchering the name, I'm doing my best, damn it, that BitSo had become the largest exchange in Latin America after pairing up with Ripple, and she said, quote, "We have the world's largest liquidity of Mexican pesos to digital assets, and our MoneyGram's key exchange partner for remittances into Mexico." You might say that's significant. You might. I do. I think that this is rather significant. It actually functionally matters. But, as of late, over the last several months, the liquidity indices the world over, they had plummeted as Ripple had kind of changed. I'm not going to get into it in this video, but they had kind of changed the way that they were going to market and the way in which XRP was being utilized. And so you did see the surge. There's a chart on your screen right here, and you can see that indeed it went up. But I did want to point out, because some people are questioning here, is this some sort of demand-driven thing because of on-demand liquidity and what Ripple's doing? And no, there's a reason that it lines up perfectly with this bull run over the last several days, or however long it's been now. It's because it's driven by speculators. This is a speculative increase in liquidity, and that's perfectly fine. Because that's the cool thing about on-demand liquidity in those corridors where it's active, and there are only a handful of them open at this point, is the whole idea is just to take advantage of the fact that people are speculating and buying and selling XRP anyway. And so there's just a recognition, oh, this is happening. And then you can use the fact that there's existing liquidity to move money around the planet. That's, in a nutshell, why this all works. It's just genius. Because people will speculate on anything, including XRP. So how about that? All right, let's jump into this one now. XRP price soars as alt market eats into Bitcoin's dominance. That's right. Suck it, Bitcoin. By the way, I'm just kidding. I do like Bitcoin. I hold Bitcoin, so I just like to have a little fun with it because this is an XRP-centric channel, damn it. And the Bitcoin maxi trolls, my gosh. I just like to tease a little bit because they are absurd. They're just absurd. Anyway, Bitcoin has been the dominant story here at MarketWatch for what feels like months, and for good reason. The performance of Bitcoin has outperformed pretty much every asset an investor can get their hands on. But this week, a different story is emerging. XRP, the oft-maligned cryptocurrency, has been on a charge recently. As crypto hit a purple patch in late summer, Ripple's cryptocurrency has quadrupled, reversing a 2-year cycle of declining prices. Yes, and indeed, there are always the naysayers until XRP goes parabolic. Just like in 2017, when XRP traded sideways for 6 months from May to December, and people were, Bitcoin maxi trolls, they were having a great time. Yeah, XRP's not doing anything. Look at Bitcoin, because over the course of the year, it had like a 20-fold increase and went from about 1,000 to damn near 20,000. And so people are teasing XRP. So, yeah, it's not doing well until it is. And historically, that is what we've seen from XRP. And so when this happens, it's just so cute to me when the Bitcoin maxi troll types, they get all surprised. I can't believe it. Oh, man, it's just completely nonsensical. It's like do you think they actually believe what they're saying? Or they probably some of them do. I think a lot of them are just trying to push a bogus narrative because that's what suits them, and they want Bitcoin to be the one coin to rule them all. But anyway, at the time of writing, XRP stands at 70 cents, which is a far cry from its all-time price of $3.30. Right, so is that a horrendous thing? Because to me, that represents opportunity, because I personally believe that XRP will get back to it, and to that high and then enter price discovery again, new level of it. And to be clear, I don't have a financial background. I am not offering financial advice. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything I say right here, but I'm happy to share with you my opinion, which is that it's very likely, my humble opinion, at some point, I'm not making a prediction, but it would just be weird to me if XRP never got back to that level. And so what represents a better opportunity for financial gain? Well, look, I'm pro-Bitcoin and pro-XRP, and I am much more bullish on XRP in terms of what it can do, just the multiplier effect, because there's way less money in XRP. So anyway, that all-time high is achieved in 2018, but has regained its spot as the world's third largest cryptocurrency by market cap. And so what gives? There are two main reasons. The first is that XRP, like most other cryptocurrencies, have benefited from renewed interest in alternative assets like crypto, as traditional ones like stocks and shares have taken a pummeling thanks to the pandemic. Second is XRP's standing as a cryptocurrency that is looked and felt the most familiar to what currently exists in the financial world. It is currently used by more than 350 financial institutions worldwide and has the first mover advantage over rivals UBS and PayPal in using blockchain to reduce the cost and increase the speed by which money moves across borders. Now, so that was actually, they did have a mistake there. And so Ripple has over that many customers, over 350. We don't know how many are utilizing XRP because not all Ripple customers are have been public about it, and I think for good reason. Like, I'm just saying, if I were using this game-changing technology, I really wouldn't want my competitors to know. So I appreciate that many have come out and been like, yeah, we're using it. But so it would be, more so in the range of dozens that are using it today, but that's okay. The whole infrastructure is getting built out here. But anyway, the piece continues. Its use case as a permissioned blockchain, and again, this is garbage, obviously. There are no special permissions on the XRP ledger, so they got some facts wrong here. But don't worry, Moon Lambo's here to straighten this out. It's a decentralized blockchain, and in fact, Ripple only runs like 16% of the validators last I checked, so they have absolutely no special permissions over the ledger. It's more decentralized than Bitcoin, actually. But anyway, where networks can be built according to the builder's instructions, has caught the eye of central bankers looking to join the state-backed digital currency race. And I don't know if that had, I talked about that on the channel too the other day. I'm not convinced that had a whole lot to do with the price rally. It's more like XRP, like I keep saying, is just being treated like every other altcoin, more or less. And it goes up because people want to speculate, and it just goes in cycles. And sometimes there's frankly no rhyme or reason to it, because it certainly seems to me that it's not the news that is heavily impacting what's going on here. I don't think so. But then, anyway, I'll continue. Which is why XRP has been actively recruiting for a head of its central bank engagements division designed to woo central bankers into using the blockchain to help build the pipes those currencies would run on, which actually is a misunderstanding of that, because it's not the case that the central bank would be issuing a fiat currency on top of a decentralized blockchain. Like, that's just, it's never going to happen. I talked about that in a video recently. But anyway, I thought there was a figure down here I wanted to highlight. So anyway, yeah, they go into cite this. I love this. All these upswings have eaten into Bitcoin's dominance, which had been sitting around 65% over the last few weeks. Today's Bitcoin dominance is a smidgen above 60%, which is a demonstration that crypto isn't as reliant on Bitcoin to drive growth. With Ethereum gearing up for 2.0, XRP offering central banks a way into crypto, and others increasingly showing their utility, alt season is in full swing. So I think that those are that's a bogus reason to think that this is why it's doing it. To me, like I just keep saying, it's just the market doing what it's been doing for damn near 12 years at this point. But it's great to see that the alt have been, specifically XRP, picking up steam here and eating into the dominance of Bitcoin. I do not mind that one bit. And I think that Bitcoin dominance is going to be substantially lower in the future than it is today, and that's perfectly fine. I think that's just going to be part of the maturation of the asset class as people continue to speculate. And I think ultimately those cryptocurrencies that solve a problem, they're going to rise above the rest, and they deserve to have the greater dominance than they do today relative to Bitcoin. So we'll see where it goes. That is it for this video, though. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything, because of anything that I say or write, that would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.